today we're going to teach you how to draw and paint a football. Good old football, the world's most famous sport, otherwise known as soccer in the United States of America and Canada. We're going to draw some pentagons on the inside of a circle and some half pentagons, kind of doing zigzag lines and then matching them up to make your pentagon shapes. Pretty simple really, and that makes your patches for your football. It gives a kind of 3D effect too. So we're going to do a thick outline for the outside. That will make the colour stand out when we paint it. So we're going to start with black, painting in black segments around the edge. Every other segment we will paint black, like this. Carefully painting in between the lines, taking your time, no need to rush. Painting's rather therapeutic, isn't it? As is sport. Do you play football? Have you ever watched a football match? Which team do you support? I think it's a fantastic game. You know, football, it dates back to the 19th century in the UK. That's pretty old. And if you really go back, you can see evidence of football-type games in ancient China, ancient Greece, even with the Romans and Native Americans. And let's not forget Oceania, the Australian continent, had several tribes of indigenous people that played kicking and catching games with stuffed balls. So, football is an all-rounder for the whole world. Now let's check out your shape spotting skills. Do you know how many sides a pentagon has? That's right, it's 5. There we go, painted the middle one. Now we can start with our colours. Red and yellow and orange and green and blue. Starting with the red, let's paint one of the top segments. Brilliant. So you can use a slim brush because we want to take care not to go over our lines. Wonderful. Sometimes a good technique is to actually paint the outside first, so kind of the border, and then fill it in with ease without worrying about going over the lines. It's a good way to do it. Now, what colour shall we do next? How about yellow? That will stand out nicely against the red and the black. Fantastic. So painting something like this is really easy. You just have to draw the outline of a circle. We can do that, can't we? And then just make some pentagon shapes and half pentagon shapes around the edge. It's so easy. Football is a family game, usually consisting of 2 teams of between 11 and 18 players, but some variations have fewer players than that. Sometimes there's just 5 players per team. It's a fantastic sport and it always draws in the crowd, doesn't it? Right, let's choose some orange to go next to our yellow. So we're sort of painting round in an anti-clockwise circle, painting each pentagon shape. So when you play football, as I'm sure you know, you've got to kick that ball into the opposing team's net to get a goal. Now, which role would you like to play most? Would you like to be a fielder? Would you like to be the person who kicks the goal? Would you like to be the goalie, the person who defends the goal from the opposite team? We don't want our competitors getting a goal now, do we? Green is looking really nice next to that orange. Gorgeous. There you go. Now, what shall we paint our final full pentagon with? How about blue, a nice royal blue? We're painting through the colours of the spectrum. And if you want to use different colours, all you have to do is mix some primary colours together. So for example, if you mix yellow and red, you get orange. If you mix yellow and blue, you get green. And if you were to mix blue and red, you'd get purple. That's right. So we don't have to stick to these colours. We can use other colours too. A dash of green on the edge there. Repeating colours that we've used here and there, just to match it up a bit. Gorgeous. Almost there, just a couple more to go. Let's do yellow here. Brilliant. Now what colour shall we paint our last little segment? How about we mix some colours together and make purple? Now which colours did we mix? Do you remember? What makes purple? That's right, it's blue and red. And what a gorgeous colour it is too. One of my favourites. And there you have it. A colourful football.
Subscribe and watch more. Chiki Art!